Good evening, friends. Myself, Dr. Ajit Kumar from Sadayush. Uh, I'm here to bring certain alarming things we have noticed through our non people or some non cases, uh, which needs your attention related to COVID. We have seen cases or we have heard cases with our own patient faculty or from our fellow faculties certain things which has recent some observations they have made. Many people, particularly youngsters, they do a COVID test and they are found as positive, and after 5 days, since there is no sign, they are again testing it, they find it negative, and they start going to work. And somewhere in the field or somewhere maybe on the office or even at home, suddenly they develop a little bit of some kind of a discomfort, they collapse, somebody reaches them to the hospital, and very soon they are into the ICU. Next day they are into the ventilator, and the third day the patient is gone. Why this is happening? Because COVID is not just a fever or not just an infection. Unlike a general viral fever, this is a multi-system inflammatory syndrome causing disease. That means even during the withdrawal phase, COVID would have affected multiple organs, vital organs like your heart or lungs or kidneys or other vital organs might have been affected because of certain particular parameters, because it can cause a very heavy clot formation. There can be viral toxic load or viral protein load, or even a damaged organ cell damage would have happened. That load would have been circulating in the blood, which would have been affecting the other organs. So any person who has the signs of a COVID, even though they are found negative in this season, one or two found something like a fever with a cold or a little bit of breathing distress, one or two signs if you have in this season, if you find the test may be negative, but probably sometimes maybe the sampling, if it is not okay, it can give a negative report. Even the fifth day sample, when sometimes it happen, it's an RT-PCR. The swab taking may not be correct, or at that time of swab, the throat or the particular nose tract where you have tested, that area might not be having a detectable viral load, but it may be still COVID, may be active, or it might be there might be a leftover syndrome there, even if you are not okay. So you find there's no symptomatic abnormality. And please be pretty careful on your general health for the next 4 weeks at least 28 days. It is actually crucial for any people who has got any of these kind of signs in this particular till the COVID phase is over. Please be very careful at least for 28 days from the date you find the difficulty or the first signs or something came and gone. The body gives a certain warning signs much before you get into a serious complication, to give an alert that you are going bad. The number one, these 4 or 5 signs what I am telling, please observe, check yourself daily. If you have any kind of history of a breathing difficulty or a cold and sneezing or a kind of a mild fever or any of the, or loss of taste or any of the COVID signs, if you had recently, and still even though you are negative now, or you did find negative now, at least for 3 to 4 weeks, keep observe these 4 or 5 signs at home, and be aware this is a warning sign. And this is, I'm telling you, please reach to a medical facility or immediate medical attention if any of these signs what I am going to tell you is out of the parameter. One is your breath count. You lie down flat on a bed, on a surface, and count your breath. One inhalation and one exhalation completely. That counts one breath. Like that, per minute, how much? Either ask your friend or somebody in the family to count it, or you count yourself in a normal breath pattern, what you are doing right, normal way you are breathing. Don't take effort to breathe more or effort to breathe less. As the way you are breathing, count it. Usually, for a healthy person, it will be less than 20 per minute. If it is you are anxious or you are stressed or you have got a BP or any other kind of thing, you probably, or after an exercise or something like that, a little bit of exertion, probably it may go up to 30. So, but the breath rate, if it is crossing 30 even by one count per minute, even 30 crosses 31, that is an alarming sign. You don't wait, seek a medical attention. Probably otherwise, if you wait for about 8 hours or 12 hours or something like that, probably you may not be in a shape that could be brought back very easily. It can end up in a ICU kind of care needed situation. If you have, most of the people has got an SpO2 meter or pulse oximeter. So usually anything between 94 to 99 or even 100. Rarely it may show 100. Mostly it's an error actually. But above, anything above 94 is okay. But if it is below 90, then that's an alarming sign. If it is 89, please don't wait. Seek a medical attention. And people who are checking, please ensure they don't use a mehendi or any kind of color or any kind of stain or kind of nail polish on the finger what they are checking, because that can cause a wrong report, that can give a wrong reading. And you check your pulse. You can hold it like this and count, or hold it like this and count. Per minute, what is your pulse rate? Daily twice you have to check it. Anything up to 120 is okay, but no other signs, but still the pulse rate is going above. Without an exercise, your normal pulse rate, if it is going 125 or above, that is an alarming sign. And see, you just press the nail like this, the nail tip like this, you can see it's turning white, and you release it, it becomes red immediately. The normal time for this is called a capillary fill test actually, and this, if it is normal, is 2 seconds or less than 4 seconds. If it is above 4 seconds, that means there is some kind of clot formations or there is some kind of circulatory problems, unless otherwise you are a non-anemic patient. But this season of pandemic, you cannot take that kind of a risk. If it is above 4 seconds, please be alert. Check with a doctor or meet a doctor or get his advice or try to reach a medical facility before it become bad actually. And we have found another kind of sign is actually a breathing difficulty. You have to strainfully breathe. You have to take strain to breathe, and you find also the chest is compressed. This is an early sign you are getting into a pneumoniacal kind of a thing. Is a viral pneumonia's early sign actually. There may be a low grade fever also. So if any strainful breathing happens, that is also a little bit of alarming sign. You have to be cautious and check the other parameters what I told you. If you get any kind of breathing difficulty, if you are not a regular non-asthmatic patient who is on a inhaler or something like that. And there is a funny observation or a dangerously funny observation that people, when they check the pulse oximeter at home, they find that the reading is showing 80 or maybe 74. Still they don't have any sign. This is not breathing difficulty, no discomfort, nothing. But pulse oximeter, even though the battery is changed, ensure that the battery is working properly, and you don't wear a nail polish or something when you are checking pulse oximeter. Even though 74 to 80 or something like that, if it is even that is the reading what the pulse oximeter shows, there won't be any sign of discomfort in the patient. This is what we call a medical condition called happy hypoxia, and this is a very alarming sign. Don't wait, rush to the hospital, because unless otherwise the patient is given oxygen immediately, the patient can collapse very suddenly or can have a vital organ damage. So any patient who has got symptoms what is mentioned in the COVID, as I told earlier, at least for the next 4 weeks, take care of your health, check these parameters daily. If something is alarming, as I said, is observed, kindly immediately reach the nearest COVID facility, COVID hospital, or a nearby medical facility, and ensure it doesn't go into a bad condition. And please ensure you don't take too much of spicy kind of things, because the pro-inflammatory things, inflammation triggering things are too much of salty, spicy, deep fried items kind of a thing. So go to a little bit of sattvic diet these days, warm, fresh, not preheated, not refrigerated and kept for about 3 days kind of a thing, to ensure that you are into a normal healthy condition. Your body is not pro-inflammatory, very susceptible to swellings and inflammations very easily, and your immune system does not overreact on any kind of infection. And please also ensure that you drink only warm water, gargle with the salt water at least twice a day, and also follow the washing of the hands with soap at least every 1 hour. And please ensure you are applying some oil or some kind of an oily cream on your hands, because a very frequent kind of soap washing can also cause a demyelination of the nerve, lack of sensitivity to the superficial nerve. Your sensitivity might go down and you may find a tingling sensation or a pain in the joints and the peripheral, the extremities. So just by applying some kind of warm oil daily once or something, and giving a self massage for about some time, and leave it for about half an hour or something, then wash off, that can prevent this. So thank you. Please take care.